Father Time speaks again. I want to discuss some things. Normally, I try to keep it around the sphere of history and gaining knowledge and education, bettering ourselves in that respect. But today, and this also plays a part in it, so morals and values, that plays a part in all of the former stated. So in saying that, this new Netflix stuff about the little cuties twerking, little twerk stars, why is everybody up in arms about it? See, because I was looked at crazy when I would be at my son's football games for all 4 years of high school. And not even just high school, even if you have children playing Little League, middle school, whatever, they're involved in these activities, what are we doing? How are we going to get mad at little cuties, but there's dance squads all around in high school, in our communities, our community centers, just Little League, middle school. There's a dance team, there's a cheerleading team. And these things that we have for the young women in our society, it saddens me because the music that we play at these events, we might as well play Cardi B's song, the WAP stuff. We might as well play that, and I'm pretty sure somebody gonna be playing it, the clean version, right? And dancing to that stuff at one of these events. I used to sit there in the stands and I watch when halftime rolls around, whatever. Even if it's not halftime, it's just a little timeout or something. You look down, here's the cheerleaders doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? And you got some 13, 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old girls, you know what I'm saying? Maybe younger than that, depending on which level you're entertaining this sport at. And here they are with super short skirts, little briefs, designed, might I add you, because in a way, because they know that they booty's gonna be hanging out, their private area will be exposed with their jumps and their flips and their dancing and their shaking and sticking their booties out and so-called cheerleading, so-called dance teams. They're just doing a dance. I like to suggest to everyone this. This is what I think we need to do in America. Everybody was mad at me when I was complaining about why these girls are out here like this when you got all these grown men sitting in the stands, perverts. I don't care if it's somebody's dad, somebody's uncle, somebody's brother, even the young boys out there who now are looking at these women in this way. What we got to understand is this. Let's just be honest and truthful with ourselves, America. Just because I think we're the biggest country in the world that has an issue with this sexual stuff, Is sex a taboo in America? We got to define that. What is taboo about it? So I'm going to go from this standpoint, okay? We got to realize that even nature itself will tell us that dancing is used to incite mating as one of the first steps in mating or finding a mate to pair with. Dance is used, the form of moving the body or gyrating or doing things in a particular fashion that we as human beings of so-called superior knowledge understand as dancing. Everybody uses it. We use it. So if we got young girls out here because of their nature in the first place as female, they are designed more delicate, more sleek, more less muscle mass, all this stuff. They're designed to be beautiful to look at, okay? By the male, on the other half, by the male. And the males are designed to be nice looking, I guess, and what is attractive for a female. So, if you have 20 young girls out dancing, and nowadays, they're all developed and all this other stuff, not saying I'm some perv looking or whatever. I have daughters myself. And one of them actually wanted to be a cheerleader, and she went out for the team. She didn't make it, thank the Lord, because I don't know what I was going to do. I was going to hate it. I was going to be sitting in the stands, I guarantee you. I probably wouldn't even have paid attention to my baby girl because I'd have been more concerned about who was looking at her or what pervert dude or teacher or somebody is, whatever, gawking. Putting in his mind, planting a seed for him to be trying to do something later. See, we got to understand this. So either we have a serious discussion about this in our society and we say, okay, we can't say it's trying to sexualize them because we've already done that. You can't get mad at Netflix because we've already done it. We've been doing it for years, for centuries already, for generations, I should say, already. With cheerleading, with dance teams, with having dance contests, with all this stuff, These people get out here twerking, they're doing all that. It's already happening, people. Young boys are out at these things and they're looking at the girls for the first time, and they're seeing something different, thinking differently about them, feeling some kind of way. Older men. And yet, we're saying that the Little Cuties TV show, movie, or whatever it is in any way more than what we could see on any weekend in any state throughout the United States, on a football field, in a gymnasium. I mean, I got a problem with volleyball. What's going on there? So, I mean, you could say, oh, that's because you're pervert. Your mind's... No. Like I said, dance, the female body, just the movements, it is already, by nature, designed to generate attraction. So, what are we doing? Do we not put them in provocative wearing clothes while they do these things? I mean, I was standing around, I kid you not, I'd be at these events, I stand around, I look at all the women who want their daughters to be treated with respect are cheering it on, talking about how cute they look. And there's some perverted dude who's giving compliments or just sitting there, whatever. Yeah, she look cute, all right. She look cute, all right. So, I mean, they don't have to be wearing those things to support and do cheering. We can make it a little bit more respectable and modest. The dance teams, it could be more respectable and modest. Otherwise, let's not complain. Let's not complain about the Little Cuties. Don't watch it. And I'm not saying, in no way am I for the show, am I condoning it, or am I saying that this is a good show, or it doesn't matter. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that our society has already been doing this, and now that Netflix puts a show out about it, Netflix ain't the first one. There's other shows out talking and movies and whatever that have been out about dance before. And, there's young girls on here doing dances. It's there. We've chosen to ignore it. We've gotten to a point in this society right now where everything has come to a head and we have to deal with things. We have to face the elephant in the room. We got to face that silent thing that everybody knows is out there and everybody knows about, but nobody talks about. That's what America has always done. We've always just known things and not addressed anything, and we're penalizing people for it, prosecuting people for things, and we just won't sit down and have the hard talk about how we're going to look at it or deal with it as a nation or society. So, the little cuties thing, Netflix, no, I don't think it's right. I have daughters of myself, my own, and I do not condone that. I'm not down with it at all in any way. But let's not go in uproars over Netflix when you're going to sign your little daughter up for cheerleading, when your 16-year-old is on the dance squad. Let's not do that. And you wonder why these little boys is running around trying to do this and do that. The grown men, the teachers. You wonder why things are happening. We're opening the door and we allowing it. What's wrong with us? So, are we going to have a discussion on how we minimize the sexuality in cheerleading and dance team and volleyball and these things that we consider to just be nothing, or art or entertainment? Are we going to have that conversation? Are we going to teach people what sex is all really about? Are we going to not deal with sex and, still call it dancing and still all this other stuff, and then, just continue to let the population run wild and disease and heartache and broken homes and destroyed lives and all these things from this one thing? Because it causes all of that, and everybody out here who's over the age of 10, 13 years old can probably, in some way, understand what I'm saying, that somehow sex has played a part in a lot of those issues that we face. And I think part of it is because nobody talks about it. It happens all the time and everybody knows it because the population continues to grow. People continue to have babies. It's one day this person's pregnant. No, oh, you're having sex. Great. Nobody knew. Because it's taboo. Nobody wants to talk about it. I can't talk about it. I'm not supposed to be doing it. It's like there's this. I grew up in America. There's this underlying fear as an adolescent or a teenager to not want to even talk about it because you're not supposed to be doing it. Ooh, it's bad. But yet, secretly, you can. Secretly, you could go screw up your whole life with it. Secretly, you can go out and mess up someone else's life or bring a life into this place or take one while you're out enjoying yours. And, all that is fine and good. But, we don't want to see little girls out here doing that. The pedophilia stuff is already, hey man, they've been grooming it forever. And I say the start of it was them saying Little League and all these younger things, high school, middle schools, having cheerleading squads and dance teams. Hey, it been on you forever. It's not nothing new. Just because they put it on Netflix don't mean that this is something that ain't been out here. You just chose not to look at it for what it was. You chose to look at it as something fun the kid's doing. Yeah, that's something fun for the child who is participating. But what about that adult? What about that pervert who's over there? Who's watching? Who just brought their child to something? And they love coming to the events because they get to look at all the little girls anyways. And what better who to look at than these ones who already have their butts hanging out and they're shaking it like little strippers. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Oh yeah. Come on, man. We gotta realize that you can't say that's not been happening. You can't say that. So, nonetheless, Father Time signing off. Just something to think about. Are we going to have real? And I don't think right now, since I brought this up, about the pedophilia and them already been working on it. No, I do not think that that's okay. No, I do not think sex education in the school at a certain age level is okay. No, I do not believe that the age of consent should be 4 years old. But I do believe that parents and people who have been given the responsibility to be guardians, to guide someone's life, to love someone, to nurture them, to direct them, I believe that they should be held responsible for it. Not teachers, not strangers who get paid money to show your children repetitive things that everybody else just in society commonly agrees on. I don't think that that's their job. I think their job is to teach ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, okay? And I think a parent's job is to deal with that, because it just is, people, and I believe a lot of you agree with that. And we should stop acting like it's taboo. We should be straight up about it. I mean, when are you going to be ready to talk to your child about something? Today is the day. Maybe if we didn't treat it like that, they would respect it more. They would understand it, and they would make good decisions around it. But since we're not, and they got to go hide and be sneaky, constantly mistakes happen. Constantly, over and over and over, we continue generation after generation to have more mistakes, more problems, more issues coming out of this. So anyways, thank you, Netflix, for putting that out there and putting a spotlight on the elephant in the room. That's just one elephant. We got a whole room full of them. This is just one. If I'm wrong, comment below. If I'm wrong, say something. If you believe that there's not some guy out there sitting in the stands, at least 10 of them, at a football game, oogling a cheerleader, having fantasies about messing with a little girl because she's showing all of her stuff, talking about she's on the dance team, she's twerking on a football field right now, and you're mad because it's on TV? What you talking about? There's a dude in the stands who recorded it. He been watching her. What's the difference? What's the difference? I just need to know. There is no difference, people. The difference is you say it's on Netflix and they shouldn't do that because there's some business or corporation or whatever. Well, why should your local high school? Well, why should your local community center? Well, why? Why is it possible? Why is that okay? When they're being our young women and young children are being victimized right in our schools, are being victimized right in our communities. Could it be those same people that were at the game? Could it be those same people that have been watching them? Shake that thing. Cheer the team on. Add a little spirit with they dance. Yeah, you got a spirit, all right. I don't know if you was looking for that one, but you getting one. So, anyways, Father Time's about to sign off. Like, share, subscribe. More to come. We'll be exposing all the elephants in the room. This is just one of them. Real hard discussions need to be made in America. And we will be looking at some things and making these analysis on what we should do as a people, and no longer letting a small majority decide for us how society should be. We are actually going against nature in itself. Dancing is a part of nature, and every creature on the face of the earth uses it for a particular thing. Tell me why it should be different when we do it. Because naturally, within our bodies, the elements that we are drawn to that. And it creates something because it was designed for something. So, with that being said, everyone, Father Time here, signing off. Have a great day. Like, share, subscribe, comment below if you like the video, if you got something to say, if you have a rebuttal. I'll be happy to respond. Why not? Next topic we might be talking about is, who knows, if there's another elephant in the room out there, there's another hypocrisy, drop it in the comments. Let me know what you want to hear. Let me know if you've been thinking about something, and if you want to know what I think, just do that. Anyways, peace from Father Time. See you next time.